Imagine you ask an AI a simple database programming question. Instead of an answer, the system spits the question back at you. Then it repeats it again and again. It enters an infinite loop, locked in a cycle of its own output. This loop occurs because foundational large language models are not designed to answer questions. At their core, they are probabilistically driven autocomplete engines. If you feed an unfinished sentence into one of these raw models, it calculates the statistical likelihood of the next word and appends it. Its default state is to endlessly continue a text pattern rather than resolve a user's prompt. This creates a paradox of scale. You can take a multi-billion parameter neural network straight out of a data center, but that raw compute power does not inherently produce an intelligent assistant. A raw, untrained model is essentially a massive, expensive, but ultimately broken piece of IT infrastructure. Transforming this broken autocomplete engine into a usable product requires a strict architectural overhaul. That process is the core challenge of modern AI engineering. Building production-grade AI relies on a strict three-stage continuous integration and deployment pipeline designed specifically for intelligence. We build this intelligence across three specific layers. 1. Pre-training. 2. Supervised fine-tuning, SFT. 3. Reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF. We are going to tear down this exact stack layer by layer, starting from the raw data and ending with the final aligned model. Understanding this pipeline is the difference between blindly querying a black box and actually architecting scalable AI systems. Stage 1. Pre-training. The first stage is pre-training. Here, the model ingests unstructured web data to map the statistical probability of human language. The primary engineering objective at this stage is next token prediction. The model learns to guess which word comes next in any given sequence. We measure how accurately the model predicts the exact sequence of tokens in the training data using a mathematical metric called cross-entropy loss. The lower the loss, the better the model's predictions align with actual human text. To achieve a low loss rate, the model requires an enormous volume of information. We are talking about petabytes of raw text. This data is scraped from repositories like Common Crawl, millions of lines from GitHub, and the entirety of Wikipedia. The pre-training process effectively builds a robust index of knowledge. But this index has a critical limitation. It possesses a vast understanding of the world, but it has absolutely zero user interface. There is a common engineering misconception that thousands of GPUs and raw compute power do all the heavy lifting. In reality, the data center builds the raw capability. It does not build the usable product. Pre-training successfully constructs foundational world knowledge, but without a behavioral interface, the base model remains useless for deployment. Stage 2. Supervised Fine-Tuning, SFT. To make that base model useful, we implement Supervised Fine-Tuning, or SFT. This is the essential behavioral pivot for the system. The goal of SFT is shifting the model from a text continuation engine into an instruction follower. We do this by drastically altering the training data. Instead of petabytes of scraped web data, we feed the model a much smaller dataset, usually between 10,000 and 100,000 examples. This new data operates on a strict prompt and response schema. We give the model a specific question and provide the exact answer. This demonstration data cannot be automatically scraped. It must be manually crafted by human experts to show the model how to behave. Achieving the necessary quality requires a high investment. AI companies hire doctors, lawyers, and senior engineers to write these precise responses. Which bottleneck would break your engineering organization first? Scraping and cleaning a trillion web pages, or sourcing 50,000 expert-level responses? Let me know in the comments. The output of this supervised fine-tuning stage is the instruction model. It now successfully formats its output to talk like an assistant. SFT creates a conversational interface that generates plausible text. However, it does not guarantee the text is safe, helpful, or correct, leaving a system vulnerability. Stage 3. Reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF. To patch that vulnerability, we move to the final security and QA compliance layer, reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. The core component of RLHF is the reward model. This is a secondary parallel neural network designed specifically to evaluate the primary model. This creates a dual server architecture. The primary language model generates a response, and the reward model evaluates it, assigning a precise numerical score based on its relevance and safety. To train this reward model, we rely on a human data collection process. Contractors are given a prompt and several model outputs, which they rank from best to worst. These human rankings train the reward model to distinguish between a winning response and a losing response. The system uses an objective called margin ranking loss. It calculates the mathematical difference between the good and bad output scores. The system's objective is to maximize this mathematical margin. It needs to clearly separate helpful behavior from unhelpful or dangerous behavior. The reward model successfully automates human QA. It translates subjective human preference into a concrete mathematical metric that the system can optimize against. Proximal Policy Optimization (PPO). With a functional reward model in place, we use a specific algorithmic mechanism called Proximal Policy Optimization or PPO to update the primary model. You can think of PPO conceptually as a load balancer for the model's internal weights. The numerical scores generated by the reward model are fed backward in a loop, slightly shifting the internal weights of the primary language model. PPO reinforces the specific neural pathways that generated the helpful high-scoring response. At the same time, the algorithm penalizes the weights that lead to unsafe answers. PPO performs a delicate balancing act. It maximizes the reward model score without shifting weights so far that the model forgets its foundational language skills. PPO and RLHF close the alignment loop. They turn a raw text generator into a secure, helpful, aligned AI assistant ready for production. Let's review the complete architectural stack we have just built. 1. Pretraining builds world knowledge. 2. SFT builds the user interface. 3. RLHF builds the safety assurance. But before a user ever types a prompt, there is one final step of deployment, the inference pipeline. In a production environment, user prompts pass through a final set of safety filters and prompt enhancers before they ever hit the deployed model. Every time you make an API call to a modern large language model, you are querying the final product of this multi-stage optimization loop. If you want to continue mastering AI infrastructure design, hit like, subscribe, and click the video on screen to learn how RAG systems and vector databases connect to this exact pipeline.